Some people don't just feel emotions, they absorb them. A song lyric hits and their eyes fill. A memory passes by and something inside them overflows. Like a glass placed under a slow, constant rain, it doesn't shatter, it simply fills faster than others. And the world looks at that overflow and calls it weakness. But psychology looks closer and sees something very different. Psychology says this isn't a weakness, it's actually a very rare high-value mindset trait. From childhood, we're taught that strength means control, that composure equals maturity, that tears are something to apologize for, hide, or suppress. Society praises the person who holds it together and quietly judges the one whose emotions show on their face. So people who cry easily grow up thinking there's something wrong with them, that they're too sensitive, too soft, too much. But research flips this belief completely. Psychology shows that crying easily isn't about being fragile, it's about being deeply responsive. It's not emotional weakness, it's emotional availability. And that changes everything. People who cry easily often have a high emotional sensitivity, a trait closely linked to sensory processing sensitivity, studied by psychologist Elaine Aron. Their nervous system processes emotional information more deeply. Like a high-resolution camera, they don't just capture the outline of a moment, they capture every shade, shadow, and subtle detail. When something meaningful happens, their body responds honestly, without filters. Another reason is your strong emotional awareness, connected to emotional intelligence theory by Daniel Goleman. These people don't numb themselves to survive feelings, they recognize them in real time, they know exactly what they're feeling and why. Tears become the body's language, not a loss of control, but a form of clear communication, like steam releasing from a pressure valve before damage occurs. Many people who cry easily also shows high empathy, supported by mirror neuron research. They don't just understand others' pain intellectually, they feel it physically. Someone else's sadness enters them like a shared heartbeat. Imagine sitting beside a friend who's breaking inside, and feeling your own chest tighten as if your heart decided to sit next to theirs. That's not weakness, that's emotional resonance. There's also this lower emotional suppression, explained by James Gross's emotion regulation theory. Crying easily often means emotions are allowed to move through instead of being locked inside. Think of a river that flows freely versus one blocked by a dam. The flowing river stays alive and clear. The dammed one looks calm on the surface until it cracks. Psychology also links crying to healthy emotional release. Studies show that crying can reduce stress hormones like cortisol. Tears are the body's natural reset button, not a breakdown, a recalibration. Like rain washing dust from the air. Tears clear emotional fog and restore balance. Many people who cry easily possess a deep moral sensitivity. They react strongly to injustice, beauty, kindness, and loss. Their tears don't come from instability, they come from values. When something violates what they believe in, their emotions respond instantly, like an alarm system wired to truth. And finally, crying easily often reflects psychological openness. These individuals haven't armored themselves against life. They chose openness over numbness. And openness always feels more intense, because it's real. Here's the part no one tells you. People who cry easily don't break more. They heal faster. They don't drown in emotions. They move through them. Their tears are not evidence of fragility. They are proof of depth. They are the people who love fully, grieve honestly, feel beauty intensely, and recover with wisdom. They bend when emotion passes through them, but they do not snap. Like soft soil after rain, they grow things others can't. So if you cry easily, know this: your heart isn't weak, it's unguarded. Your tears aren't shameful, they're truthful. In a world addicted to emotional numbness, your sensitivity is a quiet form of power. You don't need to harden yourself to be strong. You are already strong because you chose to feel. If this spoke to you, comment I relate. Or tell me which trait hit you the hardest. And if you want more psychology that turns misunderstood traits into strengths, subscribe and turn on the bell.